Hello, my name is Elif Stakova. I study physics at Bilkent University, and today I am going to present you our Physics 211 project. Our project is an analogy for the color change in the sky during sunset with a chemical reaction. The color change in the sky and the color of the sky in general is caused by Rayleigh scattering. Rayleigh scattering is an elastic scattering type, and it occurs when the scattering particle is very small compared to the wavelength of the light which scatters. In this project, we aim to observe same effect on this chemical reaction and the following setup. We expected that as the precipitate sulfur increases, more of the blue spectrum and some of the other spectrum should scatter, which causes an effect similar to sunset. This was expected due to these two equations. These equations determine the intensity of the scattered light for a specific wavelength. By putting the constants and the visible spectrum wavelengths to these equations, it is visible that the blue-green end of the spectrum scatters more and results in a higher intensity for the scattered light with the addition of sulfuric acid, which increases the precipitate. But the red end of the spectrum scatters very little, causing the light passing through the solution to appear reddish-orange at the end. Here you can see the changes of the color of the light during the reaction. This video is a sped up version of the recording of the experiment. In this experiment, the observed color change was stated with the change in the RGB values and HSV values of the recording. These values were extracted from the video to separate files for a chosen pixel for each frame of the video. The change in RGB and hue values can be seen in these figures. For the second graph, only hue values were used because it stands for the color in HSV scale. These values and graphs show that the color change has happened as expected from the theory of the experiment. Thank you all for listening.